I am standing under a dangerously tentative construction structure. Now, how do I get out before this structure, which is making my amygdala do ghumar ghumar? In case the devil decides to use any of these sticks as toothpicks to clean his teeth tonight, domino effect will make this my final night. So I'm 25 and I've been craving love. I'm in Alibag and it's the middle of the night. And I'm hanging with my friends on the terrace. And suddenly I hear this terrifying noise coming from downstairs. It sounds like a rattlesnake or something between a rattlesnake and intense whiplashing, or like a bat stuck in a bush. For 1 second, it was definitely a ghost. So I muster some courage as protector of the realm. And I head outside. And it's a dog trying to rip open a garbage bag for food. Hand over some bread to her. And she takes it with the gentleness that you will only know if you've ever loved a dog and if a dog has ever loved you. A fortune I've had until 2 years ago when I lost my Labrador brother of 11 years, Oscar. Losing him is my first experience with grief, and missing him is daily heartache. He was my best friend. So this dog with the food in her mouth doesn't start eating it, but with it in her mouth, she starts walking to another part of the gated community. And she starts digging a burrow and gracefully lowers this bread into this freshly dug hole. Then she is using her snout as a shovel to conceal and cover this hole that's filled with bread with mud, tediously checking to make sure it's not visible from any sides and nobody can see it. I hand over some more bread, and she repeats this entire sophisticated digging, burying, and hiding ritual, which to me is mind blowing. Like, she's displaying so much dexterity, intelligence, and skill. She's probably perceiving a future scenario where there's no resources and therefore it must be saved today. She's mapped the entire property. Now, at the next spot, she's struggling a little. But every time I'm exclaiming amusement at how incredibly she's doing this thing, like wow or oh my god, she wags her tail in response, fully cognizant that this guy's celebrating me tonight. And by this time, even on planet Dhruv, it's like midnight adventures with Enthu Cutlet Doggo and Dhruv. Let's explore the universe today. Now, at the next spot, she's struggling a little with the weight and texture of the mud. So, the first thought that comes to me is what if she wants help? This could be a collaborative thing. Can I help you? I ask, because consent is important. And, and so I'm interfering, but her body language shows that she knows I'm helping her. She's perceiving teamwork. We are in this gig together. Like, we are preserving resources for the future. This is now an interspecial collaboration. Can I put it like this? This stone here, does this work? She says, yeah, we're good, Dhruv. Don't OCD so much about this also. I say, okay. So she's satisfied and she takes a breather and she's drinking water from this puddle filled with cement at our feet on this construction site, which has probably been her home for long before the capitalists bulldozed her house. After this, she starts walking out of this structure. And it dawns upon me on a full moon night that I am standing under a dangerously tentative construction structure that's being held together with wooden pillars for sticks. Now, how do I get out before this structure, which is making my amygdala do ghumar ghumar, in case the devil decides to use any of these sticks as toothpicks to clean his teeth tonight, domino effect will make this my final night of exploration of life. So I struggle and I maneuver through these rusted rods and whatnot. And I behold this structure and it's unstable and it's risky, and I'm wondering how did I successfully navigate under that? And I could do it because my dog friend shared her spatial intelligence with me to explore unknown terrain or terra incognita. She guided me onto where to land my feet, where there's no water, no nails, no rocks. And so I could explore unknown terrain better because someone shared their intelligence with me, which is such a kind and generous thing to do. And I knew that nothing bad is going to happen because I'm tuned to someone who knows what they are doing. I'm in safe hands. Pause. I mean, save pause in this case. And a study with London taxi drivers found that when their brains were scanned, their hippocampi, which is the part of the brain responsible for storing memory, was larger in taxi drivers who had to memorize the routes of the entire city to pass a test. And this is clearly what has happened here, where this dog has internalized the entire architectural map of a destroyed house to now store food. So this whole food storage business is over, and now she's following something in the distance. Near the pool, beyond which there's a forest. And I'm also following her. She's walking like a cheetah, I'm also walking like a cheetah. My Mumbaikar chappals are making too much noise, so I remove them. And I'm filming this whole thing. I'm the remora to my lady shark, and I'm filming this whole thing like it's a National Geographic documentary, and I'm the Sir David Attenborough of Alibag. And I turn to the left, and there's this watchman who's been staring at me the whole time, following an animal barefooted in the middle of the night like a sexy cheetah. It's fine. I'm used to embarrassing myself. All hail the king of oversharing, first of his name, Chomu. It's fine. Your bodies will die and your hippocampi will be erased of all my unfortunate stories. Is what I tell myself every time I want to forget something embarrassing that I do. But what if we extended our friend circle and intelligence beyond humans, combining the collective intelligences of animals, birds, plants, the secret lives of trees? The possibilities could be endless. I helped her bury food and she buried my isolating loneliness. Best date ever. Thank you for taking food from my hand just the way Oscar used to. Thank you for receiving and reciprocating my love just the way Oscar used to. Like I said, I'm 25 and I've been craving love. But I've decided to give up my borrowed ideas of love. Because this dog and me, we didn't speak the same language, we didn't share a single syllable, but we transferred volumes of love poetry. Best date ever.